Every evening, my mother-in-law called my husband. She told him I was lying, that I was hiding money, that I secretly planned to divorce him after taking half of everything. She thought he believed every word. She had no idea. My husband had recorded every single phone call for 7 months on our 5th anniversary. He pressed play. My name is Olivia. I had been married to my husband Daniel for 5 years. From the day we got married, Daniel's mother, Margaret, believed no woman would ever be good enough for her son. At first her comments were small. Daniel never looked this tired before marriage. I hope you're taking good care of him. Then they became more serious. She told relatives I controlled our finances. She claimed I isolated Daniel from the family. None of it was true. Daniel confronted her several times. Each time she smiled and replied, "I'm only worried about my son." But something changed after our 4th anniversary. Margaret started calling Daniel almost every evening, sometimes for 20 minutes, sometimes for over an hour. She repeated the same accusations. "Olivia is manipulating you. Only wants your money. She'll leave you someday." Daniel never argued, he simply listened. One evening "Don't you hang up," he smiled, "because she's giving me something much more valuable." I didn't understand for 7 months. Daniel quietly recorded every conversation, every accusation, every lie, every attempt to destroy our marriage. He never edited a single recording. He saved everything exactly as it happened. Then our 5th wedding anniversary arrived. We invited both families for dinner. Everyone laughed, shared stories, and celebrated. Halfway through dessert, Daniel stood up holding his phone. "I want to thank everyone for supporting our marriage." Then he looked directly at his mother. "But first, I'd like everyone to hear something." He connected his phone to the speaker. The first recording began. Margaret's voice filled the room. "Olivia is only waiting for the right moment to take your money." Another recording. "She doesn't really love you." Another. "You should never have married her." Room became completely silent. His cousins stared at the table. His father slowly removed his glasses. His sister covered her face. Margaret whispered, "Turn that off." Daniel calmly replied, "No. Years you've spoken about my wife behind her back. Tonight everyone deserves to hear exactly what you've been saying." Another recording played. This time Margaret suggested Daniel secretly meet a divorce lawyer. Someone gasped. Margaret's husband looked at her in disbelief. She tried to explain. "I didn't mean it like that." Daniel answered quietly. Recordings speak for themselves. Then he turned toward me. "Owe you an apology." I knew what she was doing. I wanted undeniable proof before confronting her. I squeezed his hand. He continued. "My wife has respected this family for 5 years. Today it's time this family respected her." Nobody defended Margaret, not one person. 3 days later, she came to our house. She wasn't angry. She looked exhausted. She admitted she'd spent years trying to convince herself I wasn't right for Daniel because she couldn't accept that her son had built a happy life without depending on her. For the first time, her apology sounded sincere. I accepted it, but I also told her, love doesn't grow by tearing someone else down. Grows when people feel safe enough to trust each other. Today, family dinners are peaceful again. Margaret still gives advice sometimes, but never lies because she learned something that night. A lie whispered in private can become the loudest voice in the room. When someone finally presses play.